Hi, guys. Good evening, and welcome back once again to The Edward. I'm your host, Eddie, and in tonight's video, I will be talking about what I thought of the latest episode of AMC's The Walking Dead. Just got done watching it a few minutes ago. Wow. Just wow. Now, before I get into it, of course, as usual with all of these episode reviews, they are full of spoilers. So if you're not caught up on The Walking Dead by this episode or the previous episodes, do not keep watching or listening, as I will be going into spoilers and story details. You have been warned. So again, if you're not caught up on the latest episode, don't listen or watch this video. Okay, so you've been warned. Spoilers starting now. Wow, I loved this episode. I absolutely loved it. This episode was a great balance of suspense and comedy, and I'll explain what that means. In terms of suspense, it's just like it was so incredibly tense watching the standoff between the Whisperers and Hilltop, between Daryl and Alpha, and then the eventual prisoner exchange itself of Alden and Luke. Because I'm like, there's no guarantee she's gonna tell her men to slit their throats once Lydia starts walking towards her, but she honored their agreement, and they walked back safely inside of Hilltop, thank goodness. But this episode gave us a glimpse of just how cruel and evil Alpha clearly is. She got one of her followers, the woman with the baby, to leave the crying baby in the middle of this field to distract a herd of incoming walkers without a second thought. And what's even crazier is that the mother did it without second hesitation either. She was kind of crying there for a little bit, but she did it without any hesitation, just left the kid in the cornfield. Oh my God! What the hell, man? And thank God Connie was nearby, because she was able to bravely swoop in and get the kid out of there and then make her way back to Hilltop so quickly. But damn, man, I mean, that is evil. Just evil. And you know what? To give you some perspective, I don't think that's something Negan would do. Because as evil as Negan is/was, I don't know if he would go that route, because as bad as he was, he had a weird set of rules and his own code. And he said there are just some things you don't do. I feel like he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't leave a baby out in the open to be a distraction for walkers or anything like that. And it also makes me think that maybe that's how they're setting up Negan to be more of a supporting anti-hero character rather than a bad guy anymore, because they've just replaced him with someone who's even more malicious than he is. So I love the fact that we understand and see just how truly evil Alpha is. And she didn't even have to kill anybody. She didn't kill Alden, Luke, Daryl, Lydia. She didn't kill anybody. Nobody died in this episode, which was also surprising because it felt like there were so many moments where someone could have died. But we got a glimpse as to just how evil she is, and she didn't have to kill anybody. So that's pretty remarkable to me. It just goes to show you what good writing can do. It's like you can establish or show how a character is, how he or she can be, without having them actually do anything too drastic. And in that opening scene, which the flashback with Jesus and Jerry and Carol and Ezekiel, I was so happy to hear that Jerry and Nabila were starting a family, but then that happiness was instantly replaced with instant dread, saying, oh no, one of them or both of them is about to die. Oh goody. And then later in the episode, when we see him saying goodbye to Nabila and their 3 kids, their cute little family, I'm like, oh, they're just already stabbing us in the heart with how sad it's going to be if they kill one of them or both of them. Oh, I don't know if I could take that. It's just one of those things where it's like, things seem so peaceful and happy, and it's not going to last long, especially not on this show. I also loved, and getting back to what I was saying earlier, this episode was a great balance of suspense and humor. The humor is whenever Ezekiel or Jerry were on screen together or separately. The constant banter, the playful banter between the two of them. They're both such lights, symbols, they're symbols of pure humanity in this horrible, devastating world. And they're both just little glimmers of light in this dark, dark, dark world. And whenever they're on screen together, or alone, they just eat up the screen. They just suck you in, both of them. And the playful banter between the two of them was the perfect relief to the tension and the suspense we felt during the standoff between the Whisperers and Hilltop. So, I thought that was very well done. It was an excellent balance of like comedy or humor and suspense. And then, much to my surprise, nobody died. I was really nervous there for Jerry. I was nervous for Ezekiel. I was nervous for Luke and Alden. But fortunately, everybody made it out alive, at least in this episode. But I do not have a good feeling about what's coming, because they might have, Alpha might have gotten Lydia back, but there's no way in hell the Whisperers are going to walk away softly or otherwise. Obviously something bad is coming, and it's going to be soon, I think. Overall, loved this episode. There's some great character moments. There's some great Walker takedowns. The super nasty self-scalping that the Walkers were doing to themselves as they crawled under the popcorn machine. Ugh, gross. Cool, but nasty. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode review of The Walking Dead here on The Edward. I hope you liked this episode as much as I did. What did you guys think? Did you love it, hate it, like it? I want to hear your thoughts, opinions, and feedback down below in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of the night, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more episode reviews like this one. Thanks for watching, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.